We had a big breakfast, 2 protein waffles, 2 turkey sausage patties, 2 chicken thighs, a banana, and some grapes with 2 waters. And then apple and orange and protein bar as a snack. And then for our lunch, we had leftover peas, rice, and salmon. Delicious. And you can't forget the yogurt parfait with the mixed berries. And yeah, let's get it. All right, guys. So we're going to do a superset. Start off with some chest press machine. We're going to do 3 or 4 sets. And then also, we're going to hit our shoulders as well. And do some seated shoulder raises as well. So we're trying to get between 8 to 12 reps. We get more, we get more. So let's get it. Not gonna lie, this shit was a titty destroy right here, guys. This shit, oh my God, this chest press machine is amazing. As you guys can see, we're going down slow, trying to really get those pecs to stretch, but this shit fucking destroyed the fuck out of my chest, I'm not gonna lie. My chest is still hurting, and as you guys can see from the shirt, train harder. Don't train like a fucking pussy. Train as hard as you possibly can within reason. Don't be the person that trains stupidly, you know what I'm saying? But train harder. You want to make more gains, you simply train harder and you progressive overload. But man, this shit fucking cooked the shit out of me. And then for this today, I decided to do the NutriGrip handle, which actually felt really good. It felt really comfortable. I was actually surprised. I really hit my front delts really well with this grip right here. So that was something that was new. But doing a superset right next to each other is awesome, guys. Machines are awesome. Stop being scared to use machines, guys. It's totally fine to use machines, especially machines like this that's plated. And you know what I'm saying? It helps you be fixed in a position. You can really focus on hypertrophy. I know there is valuable, just use of doing free weights because it allows you to be more free. But I am a firm believer in machines. So don't be scared of machines, guys. Utilize everything. Today was just a machine day, more so because I was trying to get, in and out of the gym today. I had to go get my son. So that's one of the reasons why I pick machines on my quick days. It's just easy. And then also too, even though this is a machine, it's still compound movements, right? Like I'm still working mostly my entirety of my chest and I'm still hitting my shoulders too. So it's not like we're doing any isolation exercise per se. There still is the compound movement too. So compound movement, machine exercises are fucking GOAT tier, man. And as you guys can see, man, going slow, taking our time, having great tempo, not rushing the weight, not trying to just get it over with because it fucking burns, because it fucking sucks. We're really still, doing the best we can with our tempo and with, just our form. And of course, your form can't really break that bad when you're in a machine, but still not rushing it, still, really killing it. As you guys can see my face, like that's a stank face, and you always have the stank face, right? And here we go, 3rd set, last set, and really milking these reps. And I got my hands as far apart as possible, as you guys can see, to really emphasize pecs. If I put my hands a little bit more, I use a lot more triceps. I'm trying to emphasize pecs, so that is one of the main reasons why I have my hands as far away as possible. And man, this shit fucking burns. Oh my God. Great stretch, great pump, great exercise. Going completely all the way to failure until we cannot rep out anymore because it's the last set. I think going out, all in your last set is very, very integral to make gains because, you make a lot of growth where in the part of the set where it hurts, the first, 5 to maybe 8 or 9 reps are usually easy, unless you're like going heavier. So maybe the first 2 or 3, reps might be easier. But when it starts to hurt, when it starts to burn, that's where you really make your money. So you got to make sure that you fight through that pain and, milking out as many reps as possible within reason, because that's where the growth really happens, because you're feeling the lactic acid build up. You're feeling those muscle fibers, rip up a little bit. So fight through the fucking pain, man. All right, familia. Next up will be I got to adjust it still with some Pec Dec. We're going to superset it with some side lateral machine. Easy superset. Most likely 3 sets, and then we're going to move on, do some triceps, and then we're going to do some cardio, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, man. My fucking chest, that fucking chest press machine, man. They got my fucking, as you guys can see, my fucking pecs just full of fucking blood right now. And my fucking vascularity in my arm, it's not even fucking bicep day, but look at that fucking vein branching out to the rest of that fucking bicep, man. Feeling fucking great, man. Pump is amazing. It's almost as big as my motherfucking round ass fucking potato shaped head, so. And in my cycle, maybe I'm doing 2 exercises back to back, 2 chest exercises that really, force you to get a greater eccentric load and a greater eccentric portion of the lift with the chest press first. And then now I'm doing some pec deck, which really, stretch out your pecs. So my pecs are definitely overly cooked right now, but it feels good. It feels amazing. I'm not going to lie. I love the stretch that I'm getting doing the pec deck right after doing that chest press machine. And I'm only doing 2 exercises for my chest, which is nice because, you don't need that many exercises. You don't have to do that many exercises when you're training your muscle groups. Sometimes 1 is fine. 2 is amazing usually, especially doing 3, between 3 to 4 sets each exercise. 3 to me is the maximum amount of exercises you may need on a given day, to hit a muscle group. If you're doing more than 3, then you're probably not training hard enough with the first couple exercises that you're doing, or you're just strictly overtraining. You don't really need as many exercises as you think you do. Because I used to be the person that used to do every machine, every variation, every workout for each muscle group. I spent too much time in the gym, too much time, working out. And I stopped making gains because my body couldn't recover. My body couldn't do all that, and it just became junk volume. And you don't want to have junk volume in the gym. You want to give your chance and your body the opportunity to, recover and heal. So, 1 to 2 is more than enough. 3 maximum, most likely. Now, there are exceptions. Some people are able to recover better than others, especially if you're on PEDs or, you just recover better. You get enough sleep. You have the genetics that allow you to do more volume. So some people can get away with more and make more gains. But for the average person, for most people, more isn't necessarily always better. I'm a firm believer that you should just train harder within the sets that, your first 1 or 2 exercises, and, just do better with that volume rather than adding more and more volume. And I honestly, guys, the way I look now, I look way better than I used to look back in the day because I do less volume than I used to. I look the best now because I stopped overtraining and I actually allowed my body to recover, and I actually prioritized better sets and better reps within less sets. So yeah. And here we go, second set of our side raises. And man, these suckers fucking burn, man. I love the burn that these fuckers give me. And, I just love supersetting. I always say supersetting saves time in the gym. And this, these 2 machines are back to back from one another. So perfect for a fucking, push day. They hit your shoulders and they hit your chest right around each other. And the chest press machine as well as the shoulder press machine right next to each other too. So if your gym is set up like that, and on certain days you're going to do exercises together or paired on the same program, superset those fuckers, especially right next to each other. It's going to save you a lot of time. My workout only took about 45 minutes. And I'm using this angle just to show you guys how far you should go back on pec deck. A lot of people stop where neutral is. You're supposed to go all the way back as far as you can to really allow you to get that great stretch of your pecs. A lot of people, load up the weight on pec deck and try to focus too much on the concentric phase, or I say the hand clapping or hugging portion where your hands come together. Everyone's so focused on that and trying to, ego lift and do that. No. Most important part is right there where that stretch is happening. So make sure you're trying to, stretch back as far as possible. And it's also okay, to keep your chest high and arch your back a little bit just to give you a little bit more room for a stretch as well. So here we go. Last set of our side laterals. And yeah, I like this angle. You can't really see my shoulders definition because I got a shirt on, but I really like this angle because you kind of see the full range of motion of me going all the way up as far as I can. And then as I start to fatigue, my arms start to drop a little bit, which is supposed to happen as you fatigue with side laterals. But, I'm not going to stop because I can't do the perfect Y anymore, the perfect W. If I got to, get lower, that's totally fine. I'm going to start doing some partial reps right now because I'm starting to fail. And that's where you should, that's what you should do. You should do partial reps until you can't anymore, until you really can't get your arms up anymore. So let's move on. All right, guys, last up, triceps. I'm going to do some incline seated tricep overhead extensions with cable and easy bar. Should be fun. Let's get it done. So it's been a while since I did this exercise, to be honest with you, and I'm doing it correctly, but it's hard to stay stable in this this bench, because as you guys can see, every time I pull forward with my arms, I'm like creeping back. So that's the only problem with like doing this variation. Maybe if I put it a little bit lower, it might help fix that problem. But yeah, it's like I'm going back like every rep, which is, you know, I'll try to go as far as possible back just so I can get that full range of motion, that full stretch of the cable, so I can go completely over my head. But one thing I may do next time I do this exercise is maybe instead of going all the way behind my head, I might go like to my forehead like a traditional skull crusher. But otherwise, it still felt good, and I'm kind of, you know, going back a little bit there too. I'm trying to position my feet so I don't keep sliding back, which is kind of working out. But it's kind of hard to focus on doing the two things at once. But otherwise, man, my triceps are on fire. I love this tricep exercise. It just makes it so easy to do a skull crusher and to keep the inclined angle too. And I can go completely behind my head. This is a little bit easier to manage than the standing variation, because standing variation, you kind of have to balance yourself out and, you know, walk out. And then, you know, I have very strong triceps too, so I need a lot more weight than most people do with the tricep like exercises. So this is a little bit easier for me to like, I don't say max out, but like put a lot of weight on for overhead variation with cables. But yeah, it feels fucking amazing. The cables keep retention on those triceps. I'm going down, I'm going back slow, trying to get the full lengthening of the long head of the tricep. If I would do something else, I would do one tricep exercise, maybe like a tricep push down or tricep cable kickback as like a secondary exercise for my triceps. I usually try to hit my triceps with two exercises because they're, you know, the biggest muscle. And as you guys can see, I'm creeping back a little bit. They're the biggest muscle in your arm, but doing an overhead variation like this, like with a cable, you don't necessarily have to, because, you know, you're getting a great stretch and the cable keeps tension on it. So you do about, you know, 3 to 5 sets and you might be set. 3 to 5 sets you might be set, but you might be set with the triceps, especially because we already did, you know, our pushing movements with the shoulder press and the chest press, which works your triceps anyway. So, you know, they're already pre-prepped anyway. So, you know, you don't necessarily have to if you're doing triceps on the same day you're doing like your push day. So just a little extra training if you really wanted to do that, it's totally fine. But I'll be honest with you, my triceps are fucking very, very cooked right now, so I don't think I need to do another tricep exercise. As you guys can see from the stink face, I'm really pushing myself and the triceps are gonna hurt. But hey, we're done finally. All right, guys, quick, great workout. Gonna finish up with some cardio, going 30 minutes, and then we're gonna head out. And as you guys can see, I've been here for about 10 minutes, already sweating, already drenched. Great shit. So just finish up and, you know what I'm saying, go take a shower and eat dinner. So core power for after the gym. And quesadillas, meal prepped quesadillas like yesterday with some salsa, some Greek yogurt, and some lime tortilla chips.